In the next topic, we are going to touch lightly about Open WebUI and pipelines because we are going to integrate AI agents that we make to the pipeline. What is Open WebUI? Just to give a basic background information for those who haven't run into Open WebUI before. Open WebUI is an open source tool allowing you to have a chat interface at least, but it has more capabilities, like it can do retrieval augmented generation. You can upload files and it will act as a knowledge base for you. You can chat with those knowledge bases and you can integrate with OLAMA serving models locally. You can choose to download a DeepSeek distilled versions on your machine, can be your laptop or your private cloud virtual machines. Yeah, you can integrate Open WebUI with tools like OLAMA, also open source. But again, it serves as a very um, entry level small team or personal users to have, chat interface, um, chat history logs, or even some kind of like user or roles management like that. But if you want to extend it to more advanced capabilities, the team that made Open WebUI provided you with pipelines. Pipelines is an extension of Open WebUI. It brings modular, customizable workflows that can be integrated as a model options here to the Open WebUI. But you need to write codes if the pipeline is more advanced. And for today's purposes, I think making your AI agent is an advanced version of using a pipeline. And that's why we're having a discussion today. Hey there! If you enjoy my videos and find them useful, please help me reach 10,000 YouTube subscribers by subscribing and sharing this channel. It really encourages me in creating more AI and Gen AI content for you. You can also connect with me more on LinkedIn, GitHub, Substack, X, and Facebook. I share more about projects, insights, and updates there. Links are in the description. Moreover, I'm also building a crash course and a community about AI agents, the simplified version. Be the first to know and get an exclusive discount by subscribing to our YouTube channel and Substack channel. Links are also in the description as well. Well, I have a lot of people asked me because they couldn't configure the pipeline to integrate with Open WebUI. So I wanted to put this slide out there so that fewer people will run into a problem. The way I do it is Open WebUI, I'm just going to use a quick version, the Docker image. Like download the Docker image and run it as a Docker. It's easy. But for pipelines, because you are writing codes, you are going to run into bugs and errors. I tried the Docker version of the pipeline, and I think it's very hard to debug. So I choose to clone a repo, customize that repo for myself. But again, once you have your pipeline running properly, whether it's going to be via Docker or Git clone and run it with the Python, you need to establish a connection properly. Don't forget to read this section. Well, it's actually provided on Open WebUI's website, but don't forget to do this carefully. Especially most people who run Open WebUI as a Docker forget to set this because they just read this and just use that. So it's not going to work. You need to change this to that. So let me be clear. If you follow my approach, which is using Docker image for Open WebUI and run pipelines like this, you need to do this. So let me just show it just to give it to rest. But first of all, let me start my Docker image here. All right. Now I can access to the server from there. Okay. Local 3000, 8000. Oops. Come on. Local host 3000. This is my Open WebUI, right? This is a lot of messages that ran into errors when I debugged my pipeline. So now I have my Open WebUI running in a Docker. Let me run a pipeline. We are going to revisit this in detail later, but let me show you that if I run the pipeline successfully, how I need to configure the connection with Open WebUI. So let me go into the conda environments that I need. And this is a way to run the pipeline. When it's successful, it's going to look like this. So now I have Pipelines API running. The next step is to connect Open WebUI interface with the pipeline. And the way to do this is to come to the admin setting, come to connection. For those who don't have this yet, you are going to click that and you put in this. What you put in to this part is this guy, host.docker.internal, and make sure that you notice the API key as well. And that's what you are going to put it there. And when you configure everything correctly, you click save. And this is what it is. You are going to have this one. Yeah, this is the password that I showed you. So pretty much this is it. For those who don't have this line, click add button and make sure that it looks like this. Put the host Docker internal colon 9099 there and put the API key there. Well, this is default API key that comes with the way you run it as simply as I showed you, but you have options to configure this yourself too. Well, just that's another topic that you can dive into in detail later. I'm not going to do it now. Now it's ready. You have your connection. To check whether your connection is successful, first, this page will not show any error signs. If you click save, it should be. But the second good sign here is when you come to pipelines over here, you have whatever pipeline that you put there. All right. So this is the way to make a proper connection between Open WebUI and the pipeline. That's it. I actually showed you to run the pipeline. I clone it. One more thing that I want to show here. This is the repo that I directly cloned from Open WebUI GitHub repo, but I actually made some changes. The first thing is I no longer use requirements.txt. I'm using poetry. Well, for me, I think it's better at handling packages dependencies. So I'm using poetry instead. So I'm going to create a conda environment and I'm going to use poetry to install all the dependencies that I want. And every time I run the pipeline, I will do what I show you. So I need to activate the conda that I want, and then I will run star.sh as is. The second thing that I changed is the .start itself. Because I told you I don't do requirement.txt anymore, I skip this. I don't do any installs here. So I commented it out. The third thing that I did, I changed the main file. Here we go. When you introduce a new pipelines, you need to put your code here in this folder. And for whatever reason, when you run start.sh and there is an error, this chunk of code is going to move your file into a failed folder that it will create. This is so annoying. I just want ability to fix it and run it again quickly, and therefore I commented this chunk of the code out so that my file remains where it is so I can debug easily instead of having it automatically put into a failed folder and then I had to retrieve it back. So this is what I did. That's it. So clone, customize, run it, and then you can now integrate pipelines with Open WebUI.